I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. Jeremiah chapter 3. Israel and Judah defiled and polluted the land through wickedness. In the last days the Lord will gather Israel, one of a city and two of a family, and bring them to Zion. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again to me, saith the Lord. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with. In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there have been no latter rain. And thou hadst a whore's forehead, thou refusest to be ashamed. Wilt thou not from this time cry unto me, my Father? Thou art the guide of my youth. Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things, as thou couldest. Remember that in the law of Moses, if a man divorces a wife, and then she goes and marries another one, if he divorces her, then she is not allowed to remarry the first husband. That's what this is referring to here. If a man put away his wife and she go from him, put away means divorce. Become another man, she marries another man. Shall he return unto her again? So will the first husband remarry her? In the law, no, but God is saying, yes, I will, because in this analogy, Israel has left God to go whoring with other women. Now, God never divorced. That's the key point there. So yes, I will bring you back because I never actually divorced you. You just went whoring after all these other gods. Verse 6. The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, Hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot. And I said, after she had done all these things, Turn thou unto me. But she returned not, and her treacherous sister Judah saw it. And I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away, and given her a bill of divorcement. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. And it came to pass, through the lightness of her whoredom, that she defiled the land, and committed adultery with stones and with stocks. And yet for all this her treacherous sister Judah hath not turned unto me with her whole heart, but feignedly, saith the Lord. And the Lord said unto me, The backsliding Israel hath justified herself more than treacherous Judah. This is interesting. So he is saying he divorced them. By allowing Israel to be destroyed, that was the bill of divorcement. She went whoring after other gods, and Judah followed her example. And even though he divorced Israel, Judah didn't take the warning. Verse 12. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, Return, thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy God, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith the Lord. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you. And I will take you one of the city and two of the family, and I will bring you to Zion. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall come to pass, when ye be multiplied and increased in the land, in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord. Neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done any more. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. In those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. But I said, How shall I put thee among the children, and give thee a pleasant land, a goodly heritage of the hosts of nations? And I said, Thou shalt call me my father, and shalt not turn away from me. Surely, as a wife treacherously departeth from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. A voice was heard upon the high places, weeping and supplications of the children of Israel, for they have perverted their way, and they have forgotten the Lord their God. Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our God. Truly, in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly, in the Lord our God is the salvation of Israel. For shame hath devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against the Lord our God, we and our fathers from our youth, even unto this day, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our God. So we have this is largely a prophecy of the last days and the rise of Zion, and the establishment of Jerusalem as the political capital of God's kingdom on earth. And I like that ending there, that he says, come back to me. And then I like that it switches. In the last 4 verses there, it switches, the last 3 verses, right? Well, starting in verse 22, that it switches voice. For most of this chapter, it is God speaking. He is condemning Israel and Judah for their idolatry, but he is saying he's calling them from the north. Come down from the north, and I will establish you once again in the land, and Jerusalem will again be my capital city. And then it switches voice. Those last few verses are in the voice of Israel, responding to God and saying, yes, we will seek thee. We will come back to thee. And this gathering is happening now. There's a lot of, I think Jeremiah is getting a lot like Isaiah, a lot of symbolism that in the modern day we have a hard time understanding, but the basic gist is there. I'll leave that here, and I will see you in the next one.